Hey YouTube, it's Natalie. Nice to see you. Happy Saturday. It's Saturday when I'm filming it, so happy whatever day it is that you're watching this. I hope you're doing well. Let's go over some sovereign citizen courtroom fails. Just for some context, I'm a criminal defense attorney. I've been a criminal defense attorney for 10 years. All right, so the first video that comes up is an 8-minute long video, Sovereign Citizen Fails in Court. I've never seen this video before, so I don't know exactly what it's going to be showing. This is my first time seeing it.
Yeah, Keisha Johnson.
Is it? Okay.
Come on up here, man. No, you got to come stand at this podium. I got... The laws of the state of Kentucky. Come up here and...
Okay, so 46 seconds in, I can already tell you what this person is doing wrong. So the judge is ordering her, Keisha Johnson, to come stand at the podium, and she's saying no. She's saying that she prefers to stand in the audience and not in the well of the courtroom. So when you are appearing before the court, you have an obligation to stand in the well of the courtroom, especially if directed to do so. The judge controls the conduct of the courtroom, and if you don't follow that, you can be held in contempt of court, which can lead to an arrest. So Keisha is saying she's not going to stand in the well of the courtroom. And then aside from just the judge being able to control the decorum of the courtroom, usually the podium has like a mic on it, and that gets recorded and it becomes a part of the court record. And it's hard to pick that up if the person's not standing at the podium or the defense or prosecution table.
Stand at this podium. I have to get you on the record so
Wine Saturdays.
So we can see you with your argument. No. All right, and now, do you have a lawyer?
Big mistake.
It looks like somebody named Klein. No, nobody appointed it to you. Klein was somebody who, let me look at this, Miss Johnson. No, I don't think so. Let me look.
So I'm a public defender, and a lot of times sovereign citizens will refuse public defender services. But it looks like at some point in time, she had an attorney who's not a public defender and has refused their services as well.
And was once your lawyer. You know Dale Warren? Okay.
So there was an attorney named Warren that came in earlier but wanted his appearance to be stricken. Usually attorneys want their appearance to be stricken if the client is not accepting our is not accepting our representation, or they're not paying.
Represent yourself.
Pro se. Representing herself. Big mistake.
Okay, well, Ms. Johnson,
So the judge is asking her if she's representing herself, and she wants to know what law the court is following.
Create some big scene. Hang on for a second.
No, she wants to create a scene.
Lock you up.
Dang. So a minute and 58 seconds in, judge is already telling her that he might lock her up. Because again, she's disrupting the decorum of the court, disrupting the proceedings. He just has a simple question, is that she stand in the well of the courtroom.
I will have to. I need for you to come up here and stand at this podium. No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
So a judge has but so many times that they're going to tell you to do or not to do something before they can hold you in contempt. The procedure for being held in contempt, though, is that the judge tells you to do something. It's a lawful order. Here it's lawful. You refuse to do it, and then the judge gives you an opportunity to cure your behavior, meaning they say, if you don't do this, I'm going to hold you in contempt. Just now he said, I don't want to have to lock you up. So I think that would serve as the warning that you're going to get held in contempt in more colloquial terms, because she's a lay person. She's not an attorney. So he's telling her, I don't want to have to lock you up, but I will if you don't come do what I tell you to do. So I think at this point, she's primed to get locked up for contempt of court.
You have to come up here and stand at this podium. Yes.
Okay. So I think she's invoking her rights under the Fifth Amendment, which you absolutely can do, and the judge is acknowledging that. But you still, even if you're observing your rights under the Fifth Amendment not to testify, you still have to comport yourself with the decorum of the court and follow the court's orders. She still hasn't stepped up.
What, Ms. Johnson?
What is she saying?
I need to know what you're doing, Ms. Johnson. I need you to stand at this podium.
Oh, she's going to get locked up. Why is she doing this? This doesn't stop the court from having jurisdiction.
All right, next up, Chris.
So she's saying to show her the law, show her the law. Matter of fact, I think this officer is, now the officer is in the audience section of the courtroom.
All right. Chris?
Ooh.
Chris? Go ahead and lock her up. Go ahead and take her into custody.
Oh. See, the person who's taken into custody, I don't think is Keisha, so I wonder if something else was happening before this. Oh, you're getting arrested, boo. Yes, he does.
Sit over there. Nothing bad.
It's his courtroom. You cannot... I wonder what she did. That's not Keisha. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I'm not finished with her yet.
Who's that? I wonder if she did this, pull the same sovereign to... Oh! And Keisha is over here trying to advocate for the lady that's getting locked up. Keisha's gonna get locked up. Keisha's gonna get locked up.
Come up here and stand at this podium, Miss Johnson.
Keisha Johnson.
Okay.
So she's basically contesting... She's contesting that the court has jurisdiction over her. And the judge, she's saying that basically the judge needs to tell her under what law he has the authority to force her to come up there. You're in his courtroom. That's the law. But also, she's just like refusing to comport with his lawful order. So, again, someone else just got locked up. I don't know who that was. I don't know what happened to that person, why they got locked up. But Keisha's about to get locked up. And this is my, come on, Keisha, I don't want you to get locked up. Come on, girl.
And in front of the bench. Is that true? And that's fine, but come up here and stand at this podium.
Keisha, don't do it. Come to the podium. Oh, she's at the podium. Yes. Okay.
You and your case. All right, so you are charged with...
What's happening?
My panic button doesn't work there, by the way. Anyway.
Oh, so I don't know what is going on in this courtroom. It sounds like this courtroom is very live, but the judge has already pressed his panic button. And when the judge presses his panic button, that means like a whole bunch of sheriff's deputies, police officers, whoever patrols your court, is sheriff's deputies for us, are supposed to come rushing to the courtroom. So he should have gotten like 10 deputies in there by now, and he hasn't. So I wonder what happened before this started, before this part of the video. Something else has definitely happened beforehand if he's pushing his panic button.
Anyway, you're charged with possession of marijuana, tampering with physical evidence, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Okay, so she is in here for marijuana possession.
All right. Well, you're charged with illegally possessing marijuana. You are charged with tampering with physical evidence.
It's not their job.
And possession of drug paraphernalia. Well, there's not a whole lot more.
Oh.
There's not a whole lot more I can do.
This is wild.
To you.
Let's start here.
Okay, so she is telling the court to prove that they have jurisdiction, or if the court has jurisdiction over her. That is not how it works. So if you want to contest jurisdiction, you have to file a motion to dismiss the case for lack of jurisdiction. Personal jurisdiction over your person, I guess is what she's saying. And then you have to cite to case law and statute showing the reason why the court doesn't have jurisdiction over you. You have to argue that motion before the court. It's her burden to prove to the judge that he doesn't have jurisdiction over her. It is not his burden at the outset of every single case to prove jurisdiction. You have to raise the issue of jurisdiction in a properly filed motion with proper case sites and proper statute sites. That is how you prove that the court doesn't have jurisdiction over you. And so already she's on the wrong foot because she's telling the court to do what she should have done, which is prove that there's no jurisdiction over her. So she says, show me your jurisdiction.
All of our laws are codified in the Kentucky Revised Statute.
Oh, you're in Kentucky? You're getting locked up. It's a conservative state, girl. You're getting locked up.
Okay, so what else? Now, there's a simple way for me to prove jurisdiction to you. And that would be for me to ask the deputy to take you into custody.
I knew it.
I have absolute confidence that I have jurisdiction.
That's actually, like, not how you prove jurisdiction. I mean, but, like, he has authority and power over her. She's in his courtroom. And again, she's asking him to prove jurisdiction, but that's not his job. His job would be to rule on whether or not there's jurisdiction, but jurisdiction is assumed. And then if you don't prove that the court doesn't have jurisdiction over you, then the court proceeds to exert power and authority over you.
You do have formal charges.
Oh. No.
No, it doesn't have. I don't
So she says he doesn't have formal charges because they don't have a complaint against her and another individual. That's not true. All you need is for the police officer or, commissioner, depending on how they do it there, to have alleged that she committed these drug possession charges, paraphernalia possession charges, destruction of evidence charges. That's all that they need to prove in order for the court to charge her with those things and exert jurisdiction. There need not be a co-defendant, and most times there aren't.
That's a citation, correct?
Okay.
A citation is still a charging document.
What do you about your case today?
Prove jurisdiction to me.
I don't have to prove jurisdiction.
No, he doesn't.
All right.
You have to prove it.
Jurisdiction to you right now. I'm gonna ask the deputy to go ahead and take you into custody.
Oh no! Oh, Keisha, no! The whole podium. Oh, they didn't need to do all that. I hate to see it. I hate to see it. But he already told her that he was going to hold her in jail. He told her to answer his questions. She wasn't complying. And now she's locked up.
All right, we're going to pass your case to tomorrow.
Oh, my goodness. So what Keisha just did there was called direct contempt of court. Poor Keisha. That's my girl. Keisha. So what Keisha just did was called direct contempt. So that means you are actively in the courtroom. The judge has told you to do or not do something. They've given you an opportunity to desist. You refuse. You're disrupting the court procedure. It's right in front of the face of the court. And so the court gets to lock you up. Now, for direct contempt, they can give you an opportunity to purge, so they can bring you back the next day. And in some places, they can hold you up to 10 days before they bring you back. So purging the contempt means that you are given the opportunity to do what you were supposed to do in the first place, meaning answer the judge's questions, appear in court, do whatever it is that the judge wanted you to do that you weren't doing. So she just committed direct contempt of court. Girl, Keisha, come on, girl. You can't be serious. Anyway, that's my reaction to courtroom fails, mostly sovereign citizen fails. I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, for a group of people that are so, adamant on the courts having no jurisdiction over them, they sure do spend a lot of time in court. It's very interesting. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.